What's up guys, this is AK. Tesla has very rapidly grown into one of the largest all-electric vehicle companies over the years and recently crossed $1 trillion in value. In fact, in 2021, it was the fastest growing brand worldwide. So how exactly did they do this and how does their business work? Before we dive in, let me talk about what Tesla is for those of you living under a rock. Tesla is an electric vehicle and clean energy company founded in 2003 not by Elon Musk but by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, and is known best for its electric cars. Its best-selling car as of the making of this video is the Tesla Model 3 with a 2.6% market share. In 2021, Tesla grew so much that its market share of 1.01 trillion was equal to the combined market share of the next 10 largest automakers such as Honda, Ford and BMW. Psst. But what made it the most valuable car company in 2021? Although Tesla was the fastest growing car company in 2021, you'd be surprised to know that it was still selling a lot fewer cars than other automakers. Here's a chart showing the cars sold by other automakers. The number in totality is 75 million for 2021. And how many cars did Tesla sell? Just 900,000. So the overall market share is only 1.2%. The four most popular cars that Tesla sells are the Tesla Model S, the Tesla Model 3, the Tesla Model X, and the Tesla Model Y. I see what you did there. The Model X is the most expensive out of the bunch and the Model 3 the cheapest and therefore their best-selling car. Fact number 2 is that Tesla was making losses up till the year 2020. It was only in 2020 that Tesla had a profitable year with a net income of $270 million. And in 2021, Tesla continued to grow and its gross margin was 30% higher than BMW and Mercedes-Benz. Gross margin is basically net sales minus the production cost of the goods sold. One of the reasons is that Tesla wasn't affected by the semiconductor shortage, unlike BMW, and continued to open up production facilities in Berlin, Shanghai, and Texas. Lots of business jargon there, isn't it? Let's move on to fact number 3. Most of the revenue earned by Tesla is from car sales. But that's not all of it. One of the major sources of income for Tesla is regulatory credits. Think of it as points for meeting emission standards in the US. The higher your carbon footprint, the more credits you need to purchase. And that's a major plus for Tesla because on the road, their cars don't produce greenhouse emissions at all. As a result, Tesla can in turn sell these credits to other companies for profits. In fact, Tesla made $518 million just from the sales of regulatory credits in the first quarter of the year 2021. So a sizable portion of their income comes from these credits. Tesla practices what's called a vertical supply chain integration, which is a business model where a company tries to own as much of the production and supply process as possible. The idea is to have control over the entire process from manufacturing to selling. For example, Tesla has their own dedicated charging stations, their own showrooms, and so on. From 2016 to 2018, Tesla doubled the number of superchargers worldwide, and its supercharger network is what gives it a competitive advantage over other companies. Tesla also practices what's called a direct sales model. Usually, car manufacturers would strike a deal with car dealers to sell their cars to customers. Tesla, on the other hand, allows customers to purchase cars directly from either their website or if they go to a showroom. How this benefits them is that they can avoid commissions and negotiations, which saves them money. It's a double-edged sword because Tesla then has to open up more delivery centers and hire more staff, but at the same time they gain better control over the sale of the car. It works a lot like Apple, which makes its own processors, and all the devices have Apple-made software such as macOS, iOS, watchOS running on them. You get the point. Also, much like Apple, Tesla has its own body repair shops, which adds to the revenue generated. As I mentioned earlier, Tesla was making losses up till the year 2020, and one of the big reasons for that was research and development. Tesla was spending more money into research than it was earning, which is precisely why it ended up making losses. You may or may not have noticed, but Tesla spends $0 on advertising. You don't see ads on YouTube or newspapers. It grew popular mostly by word of mouth and media coverage. Obviously, Tesla creates its own software for its cars and rolls out regular software updates to make sure that minor problems are quickly attended to. This control is what makes people like Tesla, and they talk about it with their friends, on social media, on YouTube, and the brand gains popularity. And even if you aren't familiar with Tesla, you've probably heard of Elon Musk, and his popularity is enough to advertise Tesla and their cars. Reminds me of the quote, "Speaking of noise, there was a safety law that required electric cars to produce a certain sound so that unaware pedestrians could know if a car was approaching, because electric cars by nature are very silent." Hence, Tesla added a boombox mode which allows drivers to play a variety of sounds rather than just honking. You can even upload your own sounds, such as a gunshot if you want people to move away quickly, or if you're feeling particularly evil, you can prank neighborhood kids with an ice cream truck sound. Anyway, back to the video. Of course, Tesla is not popular for no reason. It's their innovation that has led to their popularity, as well as tons of media coverage. Tesla operates on what's known as a blue ocean innovation strategy, where companies venture into new markets by creating innovative products. Just like Apple shook up the entire smartphone market when it launched its iPhone. In the traditional red ocean market space, electric cars were referred to as slow although reliable. Tesla was the first company to challenge the norm with its high-speed electric cars, which can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers per hour in just 2.4 seconds, which makes them faster than every supercar available today. Tesla also focuses a lot on user experience. Features such as Smart Summon that make the car come to you by tracking where you are standing when the car is parked far away, or Autopilot, which means drivers can relax and don't even have to touch the wheel. It's a work in progress. Another way with which Tesla reduces its production costs is through the concept of economies of scale. The way Tesla benefits from this is by scaling down the production cost for each new car it produces. Essentially, the more car it produces, the lower the cost of production per car. As you may know, the lithium-ion batteries found in these cars as well as our smartphones are very expensive to produce. Hence, Tesla mass produces its own batteries to reduce costs. In fact, Tesla makes more lithium-ion batteries than all other car makers combined. It does so in its Gigafactory, a factory so huge that it is equivalent to the size of 33 football fields, and that's only 30% of the entire facility, yet it is considered the biggest building in the world by footprint. There have been some problems every now and then. For example, the Gigafactory was the source of a major bottleneck which slowed down the production of the Model 3 back in 2018. Elon Musk admitted that he tried to automate too much of the production process, which was part of the reason for this. Apart from cars, Tesla also sells energy storage devices. Tesla got into the energy business back in 2015 and is betting it will become increasingly important in the future. It sells solar panels and the Powerwall for energy storage. Lithium-ion batteries have been used for energy storage for the longest time, but they pose a risk of catching fires and their capacity declines over time, which makes them expensive for large-scale applications. Tesla's energy storage devices such as the Powerwall, the Power Pack and the Mega Pack reduce the footprint of energy storage devices and make it much cheaper. The Powerwall absorbs sunlight all day and uses the energy at night or in the case of a power outage. Tesla, as of late, has also ventured into the electric truck business with their Cybertruck, which was slated to launch in 2021 but was pushed back to 2022 due to production delays. Tesla also planned to launch the Semi, or the Semi, however you want to pronounce it, but that too has been delayed until 2022, which is 3 years later than the original release date. Apart from that, Tesla also plans to launch a cheaper $25,000 version of the electric car. In conclusion, Tesla's business model is focused on millennials who are not only concerned for the environment but are also tech savvy. Their cars are a fusion of hardware and software to the point you can call it a huge iPhone, and their aim is to produce luxury cars that are inexpensive. I believe the reason why Tesla has grown so popular and will continue to grow is due to its goal of accelerating the use of sustainable transport and bringing compelling cars to the market as soon as possible to protect the environment. Considering the growing awareness and worry regarding climate change, I believe Tesla is a push the automotive industry needs, and its strategy is projected as an energy innovation company rather than just an automobile company. What do you think about Tesla and electric cars in general? Let me know down below. Hope you guys found this video helpful, because I did try to shake things up a bit since this is a topic I've discussed on the channel before. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to check out my other videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.